Hello, everyone. I am Queen Lily, and tonight we will be discussing politics, the election, and scandals. We will get started in just a moment. I want to wait till more people come in. Again, I am Queen Lily, and you are appreciated and you are valued. And you all are kings and queens. Thank you for coming to my live. I appreciate you so much. We're just going to wait till a couple more come in, okay? Then we get started. I made sure I wasn't late today, kings and queens. I made sure that I wasn't. I was like, I'm going to be on time. I'm not going to be on CP time. I was going to be on time. Yes, I'm on time. I'm excited about this live tonight. It's going to be fun. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for coming on my live. We're going to be getting this party started in a moment. What is my topic about tonight? Politics, the election, and scandals. That's what it's about tonight. Please say something in the chat so I know who you are, because I just see that says one person in here. So let me know who you are, okay? I'm going to wait till more people come in. Thank you for coming on my live. You are appreciated. You are valued. Please hit the like button. Thank you. We're going to get started in just a moment. Hi, thank you for coming to my live. I am Queen Lily. We're going to have an amazing night. We will get started in just a moment. Please hit the like button. You are appreciated, and you all are kings and queens. Thank you very much. Give me just a moment, and we're going to get this party started. How about that? Thank you for coming to my live. I am Queen Lily. You all are valued. You all are kings and queens. Thank you very much for coming to my show tonight. It is about politics, the election, and scandals. That's what it's about tonight. That's what our topic is all about. It's going to be good and juicy now. Hey, Debo Brown, why are you so obsessed with Kamala? Trump, Kamala are two sides of the same coin. Okay, I value your opinion, but I also have my opinion, and I'm doing a show. It is my YouTube channel, and I can state my opinions and facts. And if you start your channel, Debo, you too can state your opinions and facts. And I just may give you a visit and a subscribe too. Thank you. Please hit the like button, everyone. Thank you very much. We're going to get started in a moment. Again, I am Queen Lily. I am your host of this show. What is this show going to be about tonight? Politics, the election, and scandals. That's what it's about. Give me a moment. We're going to get started. I just want more people to come on in. Thank you. Thank you, Vincent N. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. You are valued. In the description, if you would like to donate to my channel, you can PayPal me or either Apple Pay me. It is in the description. So I hope you like my show, all you beautiful queens and kings. So thank you, Magic Dunn. Thank you so much. Vincent, thank you. Debo Brown, thank you. Frank Rizzo, thank you. Vera, thank you. Queen Vera, I bow down to you, Queen. I bow down to you, all beautiful kings and queens. Thank you, Fact Hunter. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's in a foreign, it's not Spanish or anything, so I don't know what it is, but thank you. Thank you, Andy, again. Thank you all for coming to my live. We're going to have a good time. Again, I am Queen Lily, and the topic is about politics, the election, and scandals. I bet y'all like, what scandals does she have today? Well, I have some good scandals for y'all. Give me a moment, okay? We're going to get started. Get this party started right now. Make sure my mic is on. Making sure it's on. Thank you, Guy from the past, for coming to my live. Thank you, JG, for coming to my live. Thank you, Frank Rizzo, for coming to my live. Thank you so much. Again, if you would like to donate to my channel, because I'm not monetized yet and I'm working hard to get monetized, if you'd like to donate to my channel, my PayPal and not Cash App, my PayPal and Apple Pay is in the chat. Thank you. Thank you, JG. Thank you, Frank Rizzo. Thank you, John. This woman is annoying. Okay, John, I'm glad I am annoying to you. Now donate to my channel. Thank you, King John. Thank you. You like Pac? I like Pac. Oh, I know what you're talking about. So this guy here, JG, hasn't heard about Kim's part, a new book too. Yeah, it's like riding down that freeway and you hear what? Papa Jay-Z? Of course, no, Papa Diddy. Of course, it's gonna be Tupac. Queen Vera, what's up, girl? She gave me the blue hearts. Thank you so much. Hit the like button, everybody. Please hit that like button. I need those likes. It keeps me in the algorithm. You are valued. You are loved. All 67 of you are kings and queens in my chat. Know that I love you. Give me some blue hearts. Come on. Thank you. Thank you so much, Richard. It means a lot. Thank you for coming to my chat, Richard Doling. Thank you for coming to my chat, Mooney. Thank you. Gracias. Thank you for coming to my chat. Cinco. Oh, thank you for the heart, Cinco. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out how do I chat with y'all. Because I know I was told if I get another, No, I don't want to go to studio. Go back. I don't want to go to studio. Hold on, y'all. I'm new to this thing too, so bear with me. Just be patient with me, please. Thank you. Thank you, kings and queens. Thank you for blessing me coming to my chat. So I'm going to see if I can chat back with you all, okay? Somebody told me I can do it from another. It ain't. Do it from another. I'm trying to do it from my iPad. I'm going to figure it out some kind of way, y'all. It ain't showing yet. Maybe it ain't popped up yet. But anyway, thank all 96 of y'all for coming to my live tonight. You are valued. You are appreciated. Thank you. I'm going to go back. Let's see. Did I do something wrong? Anyway, we're going to... I don't want the shorts. I want to go back to where I had it. Okay. So we're going to get started. I'm going to show you some things that, about the 2024 election. And everybody that just came in, I am Queen Lily, and the topics today are about politics, election, and scandals. That's what it's about today. So I'm going to play you all a video. Hold on. Just a moment. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I'm about to play y'all a video. Give it a moment, okay? Just a moment.
What is the difference between the Reagan Republican Party that he would take hold of and really shape, having cut the deal with the moral majority on abortion and for the first time putting that plank, that social plank, in our more libertarian-oriented platform in the 1980 race, and today's GOP, for example, which has cut a deal with Trump on things like tariffs and Putin?
Well, I think the essential paradox of Ronald Reagan, which really helps us to understand who he was, and why Trump is very different. I think the essential thing to focus on is the fact that there was a big difference between Reagan as the campaigner and Reagan as somebody who was in office as governor and as president. As a campaigner, he was often quite far to the right, and he accused Democrats of marching America towards communism. He claimed that Medicare and Medicaid and other social welfare legislation was going to lead to the complete loss of freedom in America. He opposed civil rights legislation, and he talked about welfare queens and law and order. And as you referenced, in 1980, he talked about states' rights at the Neshoba County Fair in Mississippi, just a few miles, where civil rights workers had been slain in 1964. And so a lot of that convinced, obviously, conservatives in America, the right in America, that he was sort of the right man, that he was their man, that he shared their beliefs, and he largely did. But now here's the key turn. When he was actually in office, he showed that he was not just an ideologue, he was also a pragmatist. He was able to pivot to the center and get things done. And he had nothing but contempt for conservatives who go over the cliff with their flags flying. And that
I'm going to discuss that because I noticed what Donald Trump has done. He tried to take some of the things that President Reagan did and try to use them to build himself, but he doesn't know how to do it because Reagan had already been in politics. Donald Trump comes from the reality show world. So when he's trying to talk about getting rid of Medicaid and that the Democrats are communists and all that, he has no backing with him to talk about it. So when he's coming at it at people, he's not doing it the proper way, which I was not a fan of Reagan. I was a child when Reagan was in office, in the Oval Office. But I do know about Reagan because I remember a lot of the things that Reagan had did against my people. He did a lot against the African-American people. So Donald Trump thinks he's doing a playbook of Reagan, but he's not good at it. Hold on. I'm going to show something else. Give me one moment, okay? Let's see. It's another video I want to show y'all. One moment. Just a moment, y'all. Just a moment. Bear with me, y'all, because I'm kind of new. You know, I'm new to this YouTube thing, but I'm doing it.
True to you, with results that are smooth and natural.
Hold on.
Okay, keep it soft and subtle.
they stop.
Hold on, y'all. I don't know why that thing did that. Hold on. Okay, so.
Everyone. Yeah.
I just saw in the chat someone said, so they questioned me plain as they said, hold on.
The two
78-year-old.
They said in this chat, okay, hold on. I got to find it because it moved once I stopped. Oh, God. Someone stated in here, so because MSNBC says it, I have showed on my channel when Donald Trump posted that he hates Taylor Swift. He also hates the Obamas. You know why he hates Taylor Swift? Because she is not endorsing him. Because he wanted her to endorse him, but she decided she's going to endorse Kamala Harris. He is mad. He is very pissed. So he decides to get on Truth and Twitter and make the statement, I hate Taylor Swift. Hate is a strong word, and that is a word that a politician should not be using towards his American people. But he's not presidential. So what do we expect from Donald Trump? I expect nothing different from him. I expect exactly what he's doing because this man is a reprobated mind. He's a sick soul. And he's doing what a reprobated mind, the Antichrist, would do. Spew our hate. That's what Donald Trump does. Exactly what he does. So, let's go to another video.
Now we've got the host of The Don Lemon Show and author of the new book, I Once Was Lost. Don, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here, Brian. I really appreciate it.
So we're going to dive into the book in just a moment, but first there is some breaking news that I wanted to cover with you. It feels like a Rubik.
We're in jail and their morals and values. So yes, I agree with you, and I'm glad that that you're actually someone who's covering this, and you have a massive following and a huge influence, and that you do have a heart. I think that's commendable.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think it's a relatively new phenomenon, if I can say so. I mean, I'm new in the space, relatively speaking, but I do think it's a new phenomenon here because covering the Clinton administration, covering George H.W. Bush, it's not going to have, like, the worst day in those administrations is still not going to be as overtly and purposefully depraved as the Trump administration was. I mean, a lot of what they did was expressly to show people that they were punitive or they would do things to have a deterrent effect. They would do the most depraved things they could to immigrants to show that they were having a deterrent effect to block other immigrants. So inherently, those had to be the most base actions they could conjure up. And so I think that this is all
Hit the like button. Thank you all.
At least for reporters out there who are empaths, because this isn't really something that people had to encounter in previous administrations covering politics.
In this administration, the cruelty is the intention. In other administrations, sometimes the cruelty is the byproduct.
Exactly.
Yeah, when they say, it's not, I hate to say that cliche, it's not a bug, it's a feature, right? Yeah. But I think that it is the intention for them to be cruel.
You had a quote that I think is very in line with what we're talking about right now, and that is there's a terrible dichotomy in covering stories like this one. The story you wish you had never happened is the same story you beg to be sent out on because history requires a witness, and that's what journalists sign up for.
Yeah.
Can you speak on that?
Well, it's kind of it's what we sign up for, but that doesn't make it any easier. Right. And so in that moment, when you ask, how do you compartmentalize? I also write in the book about covering Uvalde and having preacher, being there live and having a pastor come on and say, we have joy in this moment because we know we're going to see them again. And I
challenged them.
Without disrespect, I had to call bullshit on that because I couldn't see how any family could be joyous in that moment. But I realized in that moment I had to challenge him on that because people were watching, families were watching, they were hurting, and they were not finding joy in any situation. And I felt like I was grateful that a journalist could be able to stand there in front of.
I understand what they're saying. The Trump supporters in MAGA want people to be joyous in the moment of Donald Trump being cruel. You can't be joyous in the moment of somebody that's running for president being cruel. It's like they're asking you to accept pain into your life. No, we don't want that. We want joy and happiness because that's what we get from Tim Walz and VP Kamala Harris. We do not want misery. We do not want to live in misery, and we are not going back. And this is the person that's putting Trump in his own demise.
Completely sidestepped
Laura
her
Loomer.
duties as a presidential candidate's wife, so Trump has replaced her, I guess hoping that maybe we wouldn't notice.
You show that picture of Loomer standing up under Donald Trump. First question crossed my mind was, where the hell is Melania? Because that's a little too close for a pic. But is that kind of
Are they lovers?
Like, so here we are on a Friday
Donald
night.
Trump is known for cheating on every wife he has had.
Trump, he reverts back to the Loomer sort of stuff. So he's probably going to make more changes, management level, because he got destroyed in that debate. And every time things go badly for him, he recoils and he goes in that direction. And I have to say to my new friend Scott that I disagree with him, because if it's on Twitter that she just turned black and then it's coming out of the former president's mouth, she just turned black, he is listening to her, Anderson. You know, when the windows open and you hear clippity clop outside, it's a horse, not a zebra. You don't. It's Occam's razor. He's listening to her. She's on the plane with him. He's talking to her. And she's a new shiny penny for him, and he likes it.
When President Trump was pushed out of the White House in this coup,
Let me comment. When he said she's a new shiny penny for him, that is low. Because if you're being compared to a penny, Laura Loomer, you're not worth anything. LL, you are not even worth a penny. And that's how the world looks at you. I look at you, you're not worth anything. And Trump look at you that way. Because if it had to be you or Melania, he would choose Melania every time. But Melania does not want to be around her husband, so he's settling for you. Do not feel confident in this moment, LL, Laura Loomer, because you are not even second best. You are less than second best, Laura Loomer. You are not even worth 1 cent to Donald Trump. Remember that.
Trump left Washington, D.C., the truth left with him. And so there's a war on truth, and truth has become a radical concept in this country now. You are now a radical if you speak truth.
But we've noticed, and Laura Loomer is a bit of a downgrade from Melania.
Yes.
Somehow both saying something.
Hit the like button. Thank you.
The rumors that Trump is having an affair with an ultra MAGA white supremacist have been around for a while, but Trump isn't doing very much to quell them. On the contrary, his potentially problematically close relationship with Loomer has been ongoing for a while now.
Really taken the country by storm. Very powerful person, very strong person, very courageous person, a warrior. Laura Loomer. Laura, where are you?
Come on, Trump. Y'all, let me take a sip of water, because he's saying that Laura Loomer is very powerful. She may be a power head, bouncing her head up and down with her knee pads on. That's what she may be powerful doing to him. Laura Loomer is not powerful, y'all, because she ran for Congress twice and she did not win. So where is the power, Donald Trump? You have somebody on your team that's about to destroy you, Donald Trump. And I think the head leader of this is his VP. His VP is going to be pushed ahead to be president if Donald Trump gets in that office. They are going to get rid of Donald Trump. They have tried twice to get rid of Donald Trump because, I'm going to tell you why. J.D. Vance is the one they really want in there. They don't want Donald Trump. He's 78 years old, y'all. They consider him just like President Joe Biden. Let me take a sip of water on that. Donald Trump cannot see what's going on because Laura Loomer got those knee pads on. And apparently, she is good with that mouth. She's better than Superhead from what I hear. Laura Loomer has your president in the headlock with that tongue and lips. Donald Trump can't see the light because Laura Loomer got him down. She's on them knees and she tightened them jaws real tight. She got a tight mouth.
Thank you, Laura. Great job you do. We have a lot of
great job you do.
Great people, Laura. How are you? You look so beautiful as always. That's a woman with courage. You don't want to be Loomered.
Oh, he's been Loomered. He don't even realize it.
It's the end of your career in a sense.
Oh, it's the end of his career and he doesn't realize it. Look at her all up on him.
Love you.
2 separate times in December of last year, he posted this.
He's been Loomered. Mega, contact him and let him know he's been Loomered.
Truth Social, and he said, "Thanks, Laura." Here is her response when she was asked about guys who are too intimidated to date her.
It's not like I'm vicious in that sense, but a lot of people just
She's
can't
not
handle my
attractive.
lifestyle, and I'm very busy. Just, I'll tell you a funny story. I dated somebody one time, and they thought that I was, too focused on Trump, and they said that I gave my activism in support of President Trump more attention than I gave them. And it's like, yeah, that's right, because Trump is more important than you. Trump is going to save our country.
The interviewer then closed the interview by saying she felt actually quite safe sitting with Loomer, which is an interesting way to end a conversation with anyone, but maybe it was a reference to something they spoke about earlier, I don't know. Anyway, Loomer's constant presence at Trump's side lately has been rustling quite a few feathers, not just amongst his critics, but even in Trump world.
This is such an important election. I don't think that she has the experience or the right mentality to advise a very important.
Why do you think the former president is even listening to her? She's getting bad advice, or he's getting bad advice from her.
I'm not involved in their conversations, so I can't weigh in on that. But I do know this, that her rhetoric and her tone does not match the base, does not match MAGA, does not match most Republicans I know. And I'm completely...
I disagree with Miss Green. It matched MAGA. It does. MAGA is grimy. MAGA is for the streets. Laura Loomer is just worse than Marjorie Greene Taylor. She's just worse than her. But they both put on the knee pads for him. Yes, they put on knee pads for Donny Boy. Donald Trump, you're going to go out real bad. Usually when a man cheats on his wife, apparently, allegedly, they're going to go to something, most of when they got money, they go to something younger, attractive. You younger than Melania, but you're not more attractive than her. But that mouthpiece is doing something. So, hey, Donny Boy is keeping LL Laura Loomer around because that mouthpiece is fire. So that's why he keeping her around. Laura Loomer and J.D. Vance, I believe they have teamed up. They are going to get Donny Boy out of there. Their goal is for J.D. Vance to be president, and Donald Trump can't see the forest for the fire. He can't see. The smoke is thick because that mouth is doing wonders on y'all boy Donny Boy. Poor Donny Boy, you are trapped. You in the closet? Come out the closet, Donny Boy, because they got you. You can't see. Hold on. Listen to J.D. Vance. He doesn't like Trump. Him and that girl, Laura, I think they got something going to bring down y'all boy, Donny Boy. They got something going. They're going to try to destroy Donald Trump. And he doesn't see it. Oh, let me speed that up because I can't have that playing on here.
Return to the chaos and recrimination and cruelty that was the hallmark of the Trump era.
The one thing I like about Donald Trump, John, is that he actually will talk to anybody, but just because you talk to somebody doesn't mean you endorse their views. And look, I mean, Donald Trump spent a lot of quality time with my wife. Every time he sees her, he gives her a hug, tells her she's beautiful, and jokes around with her a little bit. I'm not at all worried.
Weird. Really, really weird. Considering the question was about this guy.
I believe that organized Jewry is extremely influential in the United States. We need to go back to burning women alive more. Oh, you haven't had sex. It's like, well, I haven't chosen to do that yet. I'm choosing instead to be an historical figure. I'm choosing instead to lead an historical right-wing movement. So it's a cope. But anyway, I'm an incel. I am a proud incel.
And pertain to this.
Donald Trump facing growing backlash tonight to his dinner last week with prominent white nationalist Nick Fuentes at his private Mar-a-Lago club.
So why would Vance make this incredibly odd pivot? I mean, how bad is he at this?
What you find consistently is that many of the most unhappy and most miserable and most angry people in our media are childless adults. Let's just be honest about it. Because look, the elite model, the American dream to the elites is get as much credentials as you can, get as much money as you can, get the most prestigious job, and that's where you're going to find your self-worth. But I got to be honest with you, most of our mainstream reporters are not impressive enough to find a lot of self-meaning in their jobs.
Now that is rich.
Even Friends star Jennifer Aniston, who's spoken publicly about her struggles with infertility, writing on Instagram, Mr. Vance, I pray that your daughter is fortunate enough to bear children of her own one day.
Do you know how much of a POS you gotta be for Rachel to come after you in real life?
8 years ago, Donald Trump had everything: fame, fortune, family, friends. He gave up the easy life so that we could get
I think I had enough of J.D. Vance. The things he said about women it's disgusting. Hold on.
That was it. I was out of there. I wish the stewardess would come and rescue me. And then I decided, I got up, I got my purse, and I said, I'm going back to my seat and coach.
What do you think of this? This is sort of, in fact, it's sort of interesting and evocative at the time because we used to say stewardess first of all, now we say flight attendant, but just it gives you that sense of history. But this woman is not a show-off. She's just telling what happened so we can know it.
Yeah, and it's sort of, it makes you think that at a fundamental level, this is sort of a he said, she said, right? And at the end of the day, do you believe Donald Trump, who always tells the truth? Just kidding. Or do you believe that woman on that tape?
No. Jessica leads, but history shows us even J.D. Vance doesn't believe the man he's running with.
We're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too. And it's just a basic fact. You look at Kamala Harris.
I had enough of that. And Donald Trump is trying to convince women to vote for him. How are you going to convince women to vote for you when your VP is making these kind of statements? It is going to be impossible to get women to vote for you because your VP is working against you, Donald Trump. It is a sad time.
The entire future of the Democrats.
And the entire future, it does rely on women. Even the women that do not have children, they are mothers pretty much too. Some of them adopt children. They are aunts. They help raise their nieces and nephews. They are doing their part. They are not childless cat women. If they do have pets, that is good because pets need love. Pets need loving too. I don't understand Donald Trump and this man. This man, I don't understand. I don't understand at all.
To have completely sidestepped her duties as a
presidential
candidate's wife, so Trump has replaced her, I guess, hoping that maybe we wouldn't
Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Just a moment. I don't agree with anything that Donald Trump and J.D. Vance have to say. None of it. I'm going to play this for y'all so we can get a good laugh in because we can't spend this whole day.
In Springfield,
look at this, y'all.
They're eating the dogs.
Get a good laugh in.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the pet. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pet. In Springfield, they're eating
because this is such a serious subject today. Sometimes I gotta listen to something else besides it and get a good laugh in.
In Springfield, they're eating the dog.
Because I do not like the direction that Donald Trump and J.D. Vance is trying to take this country in. And they talk of misery. They never talk of joy and happiness. They never talk about what they're going to do for this country. We are the country. Everybody in this chat, me, myself, we are the country. What are their plans and policies of what they're going to do for us, the people? We, the people. J.D. Vance never talk about what they're going to do for us. Donald Trump never talk what they're going to do for the people. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, they tell us what they're going to do for this country, we the people. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I don't care anything about what they're talking about. What you going to give us? We need to hear your policies. We have not heard those policies from them. We haven't. And that's what I'm looking forward to, but we haven't received that. We haven't. Hold on, I'm sorry. Just a moment. Let me go back to my playlist. Let me see. Give me one moment, you guys. Thank you. You are valued. You are appreciated.
What is
Everybody
the
in my chat
difference
are kings and queens. Thank you so
between
much.
the Reagan Republican Party that he would take hold of and really shape, having cut the deal with the moral majority on abortion, and for the first time putting that plank, that social plank, in our more libertarian-oriented platform in the 1980 race, and today's GOP, for example, which has cut a deal with Trump.
Hold on, please.
On things like tariffs and Putin.
Well, I think the essential paradigm.
To the campaign trail now, 2024. There's 6 weeks until Election Day. Voting is already
6
underway
weeks is
in a
1
handful
month.
of states. Tonight, a new CBS News poll shows Vice President Kamala Harris gaining momentum nationally.
A month and
over
2
former
weeks.
President Donald Trump. But it's a different story in the battleground states. Let's check in with CBS's Skylar Henry for more on that. Skylar, good evening.
Hey, Jerika, good evening to you. Yeah, that poll shows neither Trump nor Harris has a clear edge right now. The two candidates are spelling out their policies in the battleground states as the focus remains on several hot-button issues. Former President Trump isn't wavering on his stance on reproductive rights, speaking to supporters
I
in the
think we
battleground
have
state of North
45
Carolina
days
Saturday.
now.
Women will be happy, healthy, confident, and free. You will no longer be thinking about abortion because it is now where it always had to be, with the states.
It's an issue his opponent, Vice President Kamala Harris, has pounced on, considering Trump appointed the 3 Supreme Court justices, part of the conservative majority that overturned Roe v. Wade.
These hypocrites want to start talking about this is in the best interest of women and children. Well, where you been? Where you been?
Where you been? Where you been?
Poll shows 52% of likely voters say abortion will be a major factor in their vote for president, though 88% say the economy holds the most weight. The vice president is narrowing her deficit with Trump among those concerned about the economy, though 59% still think it's bad. The poll also found Americans' position on immigration sharply divided.
I don't care who we are, live in a city of 4,000 people, and you bring in 2,500 migrants overnight into one place, there are going to be problems.
Trump wins with 83% of voters who believe immigrants commit more crimes, and 80% of those who think immigrants take jobs from citizens. Harris wins with 65% of voters who think immigrants fill jobs Americans won't do.
Amen.
74% of those who say they're part of what makes America special.
It's neck and neck, and we just need to get the vote out in the states that matter to be able to make sure that we can move forward rather than backward as a country.
A majority of registered voters also feel as if the tone and tenor of politics in the country has gotten worse. They also say they think the threat of political violence might increase regardless of which side wins. Strika.
So much to consider. Skylar Henry, thank you.
She is climbing up in the polls. I am excited about this election. I'm excited about we will have a woman president, although a lot do not want that. I'm excited about it. She will win. I don't feel that we need a president that want to tell me what to do with my body, nor my daughter what to do with her body. Her body is hers, and this is my body. You cannot tell me what to do with my body. Donald Trump nor J.D. Vance. So I'm going to shout out a couple people in the chat. I'm going to drink a little water. Then I'm going to shout some people out. Just a moment, okay? Let me go up some. Conley, thank you for coming to my live. Tommy Brown Jr., thank you for coming to my live. Stu, thank you for coming to my live. John Baptist, thank you for coming to my live. Ron Hamblin, thank you for coming to my live. Deep Sea Steve, thank you for coming to my live. The Real Mulatto, hey, how you doing, King? I salute you. Thank you for coming to my live. You are valued, you are appreciated. DM Cans 01, thank you for coming to my live. Steve, thank you for coming to my live. Tariq, thank you for coming to my live. Bianca, Queen Bianca, I bow down to you. Thank you for coming to my live. Thank you for being a moderator, beautiful queen. L Rad, thank you for coming to my live. Tommy Brown Jr., thank you for coming to my live. Trizen, thank you for coming to my live. Ruben Garcia, what's up? Hola, senor. Thank you for coming to my live. L Music Galaxy, thank you for coming to my live. Thank you, thank you. If you all would like to donate to my channel, in the description, it should be my PayPal and my Apple Pay. So if you would like to send me a token of love, you can send it through my PayPal or either my Apple Pay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gracias. Tariq Busy, thank you for coming to my live. Ryan Latrell, Latrell, thank you for coming to my live. Brooke H, thank you for coming to my live. That one dude, thank you for coming to my live. XY, thank you for coming to my live. Aura Taxi, thank you for coming to my live. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Something 464, thank you for coming to my live. That one dude, thank you for coming to my live. Joe, thank you for coming to my live. B&E Jewelry, thank you for coming to my live. Dead Sea, Steve, thank you for coming to my live. Todd S, thank you for coming to my live. Correll, thank you for coming to my live. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You put on here, Correll, relax, auntie, you're gonna catch a heart attack. You can call me auntie, thank you, because I am somebody's aunt, but I'm not anybody's grandma. So thank you. I am 50 years old, and I guarantee you I look better than your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever it is. They can't compete. Not even with this body of mine at 50 years old. Everything natural, head to toe. Sit down, be humble, and enjoy this chat or leave my chat. You are not needed. Goodbye. Todd S, thank you for coming to my live. Kay Cooper, thank you for coming to my live. Queef 69, thank you for coming to my live. Tariq, thank you for coming to my live. Riff, thank you for coming to my live. Lord. Hennessy, thank you for coming to my live. Scott Albert, thank you for coming to my live. Bigfoot Yeti, thank you for coming to my live. Casey, thank you for coming to my live. Crunchy Joints, thank you for coming to my live. Bianca, hey, happy Sunday, beautiful queen. How are you, beautiful queen? Thank you. Pure Blood, thank you for coming to my live. Stocks Family Farm, thank you for coming to my live. Threshold Moment, thank you for coming to my live. Every last one of you faithful patriot, thank you for coming to my live. Say, thank you for coming to my live. Ryan, thank you for coming to my live. Anna, thank you for coming to my live. The Potato, thank you for coming to my live. Regular Fella, thank you for coming to my live. Killam, thank you for coming to my live. My air conditioner is above my head. The vent is making my eye water. Said, thank you for coming to my live. Knuckles, thank you for coming to my live. Dennis, thank you for coming to my live. Okay. Anybody else? Oh, Jane Smith, thank you for coming to my live. Thank you so much. Okay, so he said I sound like Cardi B. Now you said who? Gonna do what or who? Let's find out and see. Cardi B. You know where I'm at. You know where. Now I'm just kidding. Just having a little good time with y'all. But thank you. Thank you, Jane Smith. Huh? Now you said who? Just Tell Mgo, thank you for coming to my live. Brandon Carlin, thank you for coming to my live. Jerry Kahn, thank you for coming to my live. So we're gonna listen to some more videos, and then I will chat up about them. Please hit the like button. It is 79 in here, and only 22 of y'all hit that like button. Come on now. all this beauty and giving y'all the goods on what's going on, and y'all can't give me any likes? Come on, give a queen her likes, because I deserved them. I earned them. Hit that like button. I love you all. One moment. That air conditioner is really making this eye of mine water up. Thank y'all for coming to my live on this Sunday. You are valued. You are appreciated. Thank you.
Every man who places comparison.
Because of our work together, have finally given Medicare the power to negotiate lower drug prices with Big Pharma. And understand, if my opponent Donald Trump wins, his allies in Congress intend to end Medicare and end Medicare's negotiating power, as they remind us again this week. So why would you want to end Medicare's negotiating power against Big Pharma? And essentially they're saying that it's not
hit the like button.
That's essentially what they're saying. But I'll tell you what's not fair. What's not fair is that our seniors for too long have had to cut pills in half because they cannot afford their full medication. That's not fair. It's not fair that our seniors have had to choose between filling their prescriptions and putting food in their refrigerator or paying their rent. That's not fair. And that's why we will continue to do our work together, including Fight Project 2025, an agenda that would cut Medicare and increase the cost of health care in our country. Because we stand with the people and on the side of the people. We, because of our work together, have finally given Medicare
Jerry, your mama paying me. That's who paying me.
drug prices with Big Pharma.
How much your mama paying me, Jerry? Jerry paying Con, you said how much they paying me? Your mama paying me. How about that?
And end Medicare's negotiating power, as they remind us again this week. So why would you want to end Medicare's negotiating power against Big Pharma? And essentially they're saying that it's not fair to Big Pharma. That's essentially what they're saying. But I'll tell you what's not fair. What's not fair is that our seniors for too long have had to cut pills in half because they...
That's part of her policies, because you all always talking about, but what is Kamala Harris' policies? Her policies are to help people with their medications. Their health matters. Donald Trump doesn't care about their health because he doesn't care about the middle class, nor does he care about people that are poor. Kamala Harris does.
Well, if Trump gets elected, his team is planning to get rid of the Department of Education. Yep, it's a major part of MAGA's Project 2025 plans. The plans include taking away early education programs, cutting funding for low-income schools, and stripping away the support that our public schools and teachers need.
Hit the like button. Thank you.
With the quality education they deserve. Our schools need more funding, more support, not less. So what can we do to stop Project 2025 and the defunding of our kids' schools? Vote for Kamala Harris. Do you know what's coming to your kids' school next year? Well, if Trump gets elected, his team is planning to get rid of the Department of Education. Yep, it's a major part of MAGA.
That's a part of Project 2025. And I talked about this before. Again, the children are our future. But Donald Trump doesn't comprehend that because he's a rich man. He doesn't care about anybody else's children. And I question, do he care about his own? Because the things he planned on doing and J.D. Vance planned on doing, it's going to affect the entire world. But Mega doesn't comprehend that, nor does Donald Trump or J.D. Vance. It is important that we vote blue. Why vote blue? Because Kamala Harris and Tim Walz will not be taken away from our children. They would not. They would not be working against health care for your grandmother, your mother. They will not. They're about helping with with health care, lower costs for their medications where they do not have to split pills. I remember those days when my father was sick and I was a young girl because he died when I was very young. He used to have to split his pills for his diabetes and high blood pressure. No one should have to do that. No one. And then I'm going to read you all something that Ply said. I like going on his Instagram and listening to him. Ply said, how can you be furious about the border but not mad at the person who killed the border deal? How can you care about crime but not January 6th? How can you be upset about inflation, the economy, but not mad at the person who caused inflation and added $8 trillion of debt against us? $8 trillion against the deficit. Mega, why are y'all not mad at Donald Trump? It appears that anything that migrate, he's a migrant immigrant because his parents and grandparents was immigrants. That idiot does, y'all follow up behind him and you don't care who he hurts. You do not care that he's hurting you. You do not care that he is tearing down this country. He is not building up this country. But I know what the deal is with MAGA. They are down with where it's one race that's winning. Y'all do not like the idea that there's other races succeeding in this country. You look at them with hate and wish that you had what they had to work for that. Haitians worked for everything they have. The nice homes that they have in Springfield, Ohio, they worked for it. That's what they did. It was not given to them. They working in that new manufacturer place where they doing vehicles, building vehicles. They worked for it. That's what happened. And y'all are mad at them about it. How can you be mad at somebody that they work for what they have? I could never be furious with somebody that work for everything that they have. I would never do it. I couldn't even fix my mouth or my mind to feel jealousy for people that experience hardship in their own country and they come here and they're working hard. That is nothing but hate. Your heart carries hate and you will not get to heaven hating other people. But I forgot, everybody don't serve the same God, Lily. Everyone does not serve the same God. They don't. Let me see if this is it. I got to find that video because I saved it. I know I did. Let's see if this is it. I think this is it.
Okay. Finally, someone has posted a video that I can use as the prime example of the typical Trump supporter. These are the people that Trump is pandering to. These are the people that are your actual nuts and bolts MAGA base. And this is how they feel. And this is how Trump is making them feel. Watch this with me.
Hate in their hearts.
My entire life. To watch this guy ride past my house 10, 12 times a day in a brand spanking new Lexus SUV. How is that possible? Integrate into the same neighborhood that I worked my entire life to get into. I don't understand it. Here's this guy right here in his brand new Lexus.
There he is,
there
right
he
there.
Is, right there. That guy right there. That's
Look at that vehicle.
Yeah, that's an immigrant.
That's an immigrant with a $100,000 Lexus.
Yeah.
Now, what have I been telling y'all? They're mad because they feel entitled to also to be driving a Lexus. They don't know what that man's circumstance is. They don't know what he brought from his country to afford him the luxury of the Lexus that he has. They don't know his credit history. They don't know nothing about him. All they know is he is an immigrant driving a Lexus SUV, something they feel they should have. They have not once examined their own poor life choices that doesn't allow them to actually afford a luxury SUV. But you notice the Trump flags, right? Probably the Trump Bible, probably donating all of their hard-earned money to Trump's campaign.
Hit the like button, please.
They're voting on feelings to keep them poor because they feel they should have what that immigrant is having, or anyone, not them, anybody other than them,
Amen.
is supposed to have what they see others that they feel better than have.
Hit the like button. Thank you.
This is who he's talking to. This is the Trump base. These are the people. Either you're rich and you want tax cuts, or you're poor, and Trump is playing on those feelings of you being poor because someone has taken something from you. That's the Trump base. If you're wondering, you probably already knew.
This guy is right. Let me tell you something. I worked on a TV show which is not on Fox anymore. They canceled the show after like 6 seasons, I believe. I did 4 seasons on this TV show. I was a background core doctor on there. And I could show you the vehicles that I had. And I worked hard for those vehicles. I don't get welfare, food stamps, none of that. So stop thinking that's what black people are about. Because most black people I know, they work hard for everything they have. And I'm not an immigrant. I've been here 50 years in this country. I worked on a TV show called The Resident. It was on Fox TV. And I had a this was in 2019. I had a brand new Lexus 2019 Lexus SUV. And I had a Mercedes Benz. That's 2 vehicles I had. And they would pay you to use your vehicles, and they paid me for working on the set as a background core doctor. Don't you know I would get questioned by white people? How did you afford these vehicles? Whose vehicles are you driving? They were my vehicles, and white people would ask me that. And they were people that was Trump supporters. And they would ask me, well, how did you get this? Whose car are you driving? Baby, they were my vehicles. The TV set would pay me to work on set as a doctor, and they paid to use my vehicles because I was smart. I made my cars make money for me while I'm making money on the set. And I will show you my vehicles that I used to have. I had 2 vehicles. Yes, God, I did. And they hated the fact that a black person worked on that set driving luxury cars. They felt, what is she doing with that? She don't deserve that. I deserve that. This is me as a doctor on the set. Anything I talk about it, I can show you the receipts. I was a doctor on that TV set for 4 years. Let me show you a vehicle, the pictures of my vehicles. Where are the vehicles? I cannot comprehend why do white people think other races should not have anything nice. That's what MAGA is about. They are racist. That's exactly what MAGA is. Racist. Hold on. I'm going to have to go back. I got to find the photos. Because I remember I had to delete a lot of photos off my phone so I can have new stuff to, to add on my phone. You know how when you putting other stuff on your phone. My eye is watering for some crazy reason. I want to show y'all my vehicles that I had, and the white folks on that TV show with me thought that I didn't supposed to have them because I'm black. Whose vehicles are you driving? I used to tell them, these are my vehicles. I pay for these. They all assume black folks supposed to be on welfare and food stamps. It was never going to happen. This is me in Holden. They called it Holden where we go sit. This is me. We had a, what do they call it? Oh, God, I can't remember. But anyway, this is me with the crew. That's me in the front with the hat on. This is my crew. You see me with the hat on because I worked, see where it said The Resident? They had very few blacks on that TV show. Very few. This is me right here with my, it was the season 2 rap party. That's what it was. We had a season 2 rap party. Hold on. I'm gonna find the photos, y'all. My eyes are irritated. Hold on. That air conditioner is blowing right over my head, making my eyes water and everything. Okay. Come on. I have so many photos in my phone. Hold on. I appreciate y'all hanging in there with me. Please hit the like button. Thank you very much. You are valued. You are appreciated. Y'all are beautiful kings and queens. Thank you so much. Hold on. Where is... Because I don't delete stuff like that. Because I was going to show y'all the photo. When I purchased the SUV, you know how they put a big red bow on it? I have so many photos. It's a shame and a scandal. Will I ever find it in here? Well, this is one of my billboards here in Atlanta because I write books, and one of my books was called The Red Lipstick Hustler. I've written 2 books under it, and I have a lipstick line under The Red Lipstick Hustler as well. But this is one of my billboards. It was A Street and Peachtree in Atlanta, Georgia. Hold on. Just a little while longer. What in the heck? Oh, my eyes is irritated. I'm going to turn the air off because it's messing with me. Making my nose run and my eyes water. Well, here go one of my other... Now, I'm not going to show you that because it'll show y'all where I live. Got to be quicker than that. Hold on. Well, this is one of them. This is one of my Mercedes. Well, I don't have several since that. That's one of my Mercedes that I had. They used to pay me to use that one too. But I have had several Mercedes. Several. Where is my SUV? They pay me to use this one too. When you work somewhere, if you work on TV shows, make sure you got a nice vehicle and they can pay you for your stuff to use your vehicles. You'll make money on the set, your physical body, and you'll make money from them using your vehicles. I don't even have those vehicles anymore. I have a totally different vehicle now, so I don't mind showing those. I love Mercedes and I love SUVs. My eye is just irritated from this air condition. It just like really messing with my eye. Hold on to your love. Hold on. Be patient with me. I love y'all. Hit the like button, please. Pretty please. Hit that like button. Oh, my eye is watering. Well, I must have deleted them out of here because I no longer see it anymore in my phone. I mostly had like a lot of work stuff in my phone for working on different sets that I worked on, TV sets, different TV shows. But it's not normal that I would delete that. Let me see what y'all saying here. I'm not reading it. Some of the stuff people put in here, your mama need to slap you. You are dumb as your mama. Jerome Newman, ain't nobody lend me anything. They was my vehicles. Mine. You know nothing about me. You don't know the power that God has put in me. I'm somebody who grew up without parents, and both of my parents died when I was young. I never knew my mother, but I'm successful at what I do. God blesses me continuously. He blessed me to always have had nice cars and lived in nice areas and own boutiques. So you need to kick rocks, suck a dick. You come for me, I'm going to rip you apart because you don't know what the F you're talking about. You're trash like Donald Trump, and that's why you in my chat, because you're trash just like him. Your mama trash too. She need to dump you back up in her trash vagina. Your mama's vagina was so much trash that your daddy left her. He didn't even want to ever see you. He didn't even want to help raise you because your mama was trash. And her box is trash. You trash. Your whole family is trash. My eye is so irritated. That part, that's right, Bianca, that part. You should be way ahead of me. You mad because I talk about the vehicles that I owned? You should be way ahead of me because you're white. Y'all 400 and some years ahead of us. But bitch, if you don't have shit, that's on you. That part. I don't have to lie about a motherfucking thing. You don't know my gangster. Don't F with me. I'll make you buckle your knees and suck your daddy's dick. How about that? But anybody else here, you know how you have so many photos in your phone that you can't find them? because you have too much in your phone, that's me. Too much in my phone. Just too much. And it's so sad that MAGA don't have much of anything. If they do, you should be ahead because you are 400 and a little over years, should be ahead of black, Mexicans, anybody else that come to this country. You should be ahead, but you're not because you're spending all your money with Donald Trump and you're just getting poor and poor. And I didn't come from the projects. If I did, I still would be ahead of you and your mama. And what I don't comprehend, why do you come to my chat? Oh, of course, because your wife looks like shit. So you come on my chat to look at something that's real from head to toe. I can't help your wife look like a fat pig, been sitting around eating cheesecakes all her life and stank because she got rolls and all that sweat on her big, sloppy, funky titties. Don't hate me for that. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Take that up with your mama. She birthed you with your ugly ass. I guarantee you, all these men that come on here with their rude, nasty comments, I can tell you that their wives or their woman or their man look like crap like them. And their wives are named Big Funky. Let me get back to these videos. Y'all not gonna steal my joy, MAGA maggots. When your wife looks like this, then you come holler at me. Look at me, beautiful. God made me beautiful, you raggedy piece of... When your wife look like me, then you come for me. Until then, sit down, be humble, and enjoy my video. Your wife could never look like this. It's 50 years old and beautiful. When you look like that, then you come for me. Until then, you sit in my chat, put a dick in your mouth, and shut the fuck up. How about that? Because your wife would never look like this, and I'm 50 years old. Your wife probably 30 and fat and sloppy, sitting around eating bacon, and it's coming through her pores. You can smell her miles away with her big, fat, stinking self. Come for me, and I'll come for your whole entire life. And when your wife could have a body like this, then you come for me. Until then, you shut the fuck up and sit in my chat and enjoy my show. Your wife will never have a body like me. I'm going to take your ass to school since you didn't learn anything when you was in there. You just like Trump, dumb as a bag of rocks. You should be ahead of me. You should be 400 and some years ahead of me, but you're not. You got so much hate in your heart because your daddy Trump, he continue feeding y'all nothing but hate and you eating it up with your ragged ass. When your whack ass can get a proclamation from the city of Atlanta, then you come for me. Until then, you suck a dick. Run and tell that. Run and tell your daddy Trump. Oh, fat slob just like him. You need to start eating all that beef and pork with your funky. Oh, you don't want to come for me because I'm going to tear you up. I'm going to give you what you came here for. I'm going to give you the A whooping your mama never gave you. I'm going to tell y'all what y'all mad about. Y'all can't handle beautiful black women. Y'all can't handle us. Y'all want to try to hate on black people, but look at all that natural beauty. That's me with no makeup on. When your woman look like that without makeup, then you come for me. Until then, you sit in my chat and shut the F up and enjoy the show. How about that? Natural beauty. A black woman. A black woman gonna be in the Oval Office. What you gonna do? You ain't got no choice but to deal with it. You gonna sit and cry, or y'all gonna try to do another insurrection and get locked the F up? Because y'all are low vibrational people. You come from the Caucasus Mountains eating raw meat. I come from Africa where they're kings and queens. Now you sit your rat ass down and enjoy this show. Thank you. Hello, kings and queens. We're going to get back to the show. Until you riding around in jets, then you come for me. You ain't on my level, MAGA. Go back to your trailer park of the Caucasus Mountains from where you come from eating raw meat before you come for me. You don't have the shit I have to come for me. I will shit on your brain and ask your mama to eat it. Now let's get back to the show. This is how I feel about you and Donald Trump. They got voodoo dolls for $18.95. They are Trump voodoo dolls. You don't F with the Haitians because they would tear your ass up. And that's what he did. And he going to get whatever he deserved from the Haitians. Get them, Haitian people. Get them. Get them. Trump may want to lay off the Haitians. You see what they got for you? Trump voodoo dolls. Get them. Let's go get them.
So I saw a TikTok today that, I'm not a conspiracy theory guy, but I saw something that kind of made sense. I'm not saying it's true, but I would not put it past the Republicans and all the craziness in that party. But the plan that they're saying is that Trump here, you know, did not pick this douchebag, but the Heritage Foundation picked this douchebag for him because apparently they hate each other in real life, which we knew he was a never Trump guy, right? And he, this douche, has no idea what this douche is saying. According to the debate, when he's like, I didn't know that JD said that, he didn't talk to me about it. So these two don't communicate apparently at all. This guy is a plant from the Heritage Foundation, and this guy is just a dweeb who they're using because he might have some votes. I don't think it's going to be nearly enough to get him where they want him to go, but he has a few million voters maybe, if he's lucky this time. So the plan is you get these two, they want these two to get elected, and then after the election, they Article 25 his ass, which is basically you deem him incompetent because they don't want him, they want him. So the Heritage Foundation, I guess, in Project 2025 want this douche to be president after this douche gets kicked out of office for being incompetent. I can see him doing that because then this douche and all the Supreme Court douches that are bought and paid for by the same douches that are behind these two will then be able to implement Project 2025 full-fledged. And they know he'll do it. They just need him to get him far enough, eliminate him, and then puppet him. Because they know he will do whatever they say. And then they're saying that after that happens, we're done. Like, it's all done. And I'm not saying it's true, but I'm just saying, based on the shit I've seen and witnessed over the last 8 years, nothing far-fetched surprises me anymore. So if that's the case, and it very well may be, again, I'm not saying there's evidence of that, but I'm saying the theory is that this kind of makes sense now to me. Because I never understood why this douche would pick this douche for his running mate after this douche said so many bad things about this douche. I mean, as you can see, there's a couple of douches here. But now it kind of does now, if you think of it that way. I mean, I hope to God it's not true, but if it is, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked, but we should all be worried. So the key is, America, don't vote for these douches, whatever you do, because, yeah, again, nothing would surprise me with these two unhinged motherfuckers. Vote, get everyone you know to vote, and pray for the best.
Yep, pray for the best. That's what we all gonna have to do. Pray for the best. My eye keeps watering because the air conditioning. You gotta pray for the best and keep it moving. And don't let people steal your joy. If they come for you, you have every right to tear their ass apart. Now, let's see what else I have in my bag of tricks. This is a Kamala Harris rally. Donald Trump would never have a rally like this. This is love and celebration. Donald Trump, his rallies, you would never see this. His rallies are so dead. Look at Kamala Harris' rally. A rally of celebration and joy. They dancing and celebrating. You will never see that at a Donald Trump's rally because it's a rally of hell. The gates of hell. That's what you see at Donald Trump's rallies. Look at Donnie boy. Look at him. Look at Donald Trump. Is Trump the Antichrist? Yes, he is. Donald Trump is the Antichrist. J.D. Vance is his son. If Donald Trump is the Antichrist, J.D. Vance is his son. Well, the devil's daughter was named Lilith. I think that's what it was. So J.D. Vance thinks he a female sometimes when nobody is around. He wears a blonde wig and wear female clothes, and he's voguing and all that. So he could be Lilith. I think that's the name of the daughter of the Antichrist. And this is how we all feel about Donald Trump, except very few. Only the people that ride the short bus doesn't feel this way. They don't feel this way, but everybody else feels this way about Donald Trump. November the 5th, our goal is to get rid of him. Bye-bye. Go to sleep, Donnie. Again, y'all better hope that Donnie boy can make it to November the 5th because he's 78. And you know, that old. And if Laura Loomer keep putting her lips on him, he's going to have a heart attack real quick because he continues to eat beef and pork and chicken that's no good for him. It's going to tighten that heart. Tighten it so tight that he's going to just clunk over. And he may not make it to November 5th. And the way Laura Loomer is tightening them jaws on Donnie boy, while she got those knee pads on, he going to clunk out real soon. So he may not make it to November 5th. He just may not make it. And this is the thing. If you're going to be in my chat, kindness goes a long way. Did you not learn that when you were minors? You learned that as a toddler in your parents' home. But most were taught. The ones that's supposed to be 400 years ahead of us and they're not, and they mad because black people are educated and got good jobs and got quality and expensive things. Kindness was not taught in your home, only hate. But my daddy taught me kindness and love. And he taught me to open up a can of whip ass when someone comes for me. But kindness is easy to come. Kindness is so easy that you should have been taught that in your home. But you wasn't. There's power in kindness. So when you come to my chat, practice kindness. Again, there is power in kindness. I was taught that as a kid. I had an amazing father. He took us to church at least 5 times out the week. He was a holy roller. And it taught me about God and Jesus. And if you love the Lord, you wouldn't be coming in my chat with your craziness. Because this is my channel, my throne. I am the queen of this castle. Mi casa, not your casa. You don't have to come here. So go. It doesn't bother me that you leave because God is going to send me my tribe. Stop coming in my chat with your BS because this queen is going to wear you out the way your mama never spanked you. I'm going to beat your ass good with my mouth, my words. I don't have to put my hands on you. I'm not like how y'all was taught to abuse black people. I can hurt you with my words. I will steal your soul with my words. And I be trying my best not to go there because I could get worse than what I go. I can go down off in your shoes, push your ass down on the pavement, make you bust your head to the white meat. But I'm trying not to go there. So let's be kind because my daddy taught me kindness before he left God's green earth. And I've been kind for a long time. But when I gotta go dirty, I can go there. So sit your ass in my chat and enjoy this show. Thank you. I love you all. Let me show y'all this again. Get them, Haitians. Get them. He out here lying saying y'all eating cats and dogs. Get them. Punish him. Punish the people in my chat that's coming for me that are evil. You don't have to come here anymore. You don't, but y'all continue to come over in my chat with your racist ways anyway. Kindness come a long way, but I can go to your level, but I'm going to go lower than your belt, below your belt, and even lower. Like I said, I will go down under your shoes, push you over till you hit the pavement and bust your head to the white meat. So be kind and be humble. That's what you need to do. Don't come back to my chat ever again. You will not be missed. I would not miss racist people at all. I thought your mama taught you better than that. No, she taught you to be racist. Racism is taught. That's not something that you just happen to come out the womb that way. That's not how it goes. Racism is a taught behavior. Your mama didn't teach you better. It is not my job to teach you. But what I will do, break your face. That's what I will do. Racism is taught. Look at this. You do not come out the wing hating.
Racism is, they don't know what resentment is. They don't know what being judgmental is. They don't know any of those low vibrational behaviors. All these babies know is love. Look at it. All they know is love. All they know is joy. All they know is happy. All they know is to be together, they feel good. That's all they know. All those low vibrational behaviors are embedded into us at some point. That's what happens. We come into this world full of love, and we remain in that state until those low vibrational behaviors are put into our consciousness. And then that manifests over time as time goes by. Look at it. They are happy. Once upon a time, we all was these babies. Love. Look at it. Look, check them out. Look at them. Look at them. They don't know what hatred is. They don't know what racism is. They don't know what resentment is. They don't know what being judgmental is. They don't know any of those low vibrational behaviors. All these babies know is love. Look at it. All they know is love. All they know is joy. All they know is happy. All they know is to be together, they feel good. That's all they know.
All they know is love and joy. And that's what you get at a Kamala Harris and Tim Walz rally. You go to a Donald Trump's rally, you're getting hate. That's what you're getting. Donald Trump is a loser. Loomer is a loser. Those two together is bad. J.D. Vance is bad. If y'all want to support people like that, that's your soul. I'm not going to be concerned about your soul. If y'all going to continue going to these type of things, supporting Donald Trump and become more evil and becoming more of your ancestors that taught you hate, that's on you. But do not come in my chat with the craziness, because I'm going to whoop your ass with my words. I don't have to put my hands on you, because all y'all know is to be violent. That's why your people go to schools and hurt children. You have 400 years ahead of me. And if you don't have what I have or my people have, or those Haitians in Springfield driving that Lexus SUV that your people sitting there hating on, that is not my problem. You have 400 years ahead of us. You should have more, but you don't, because you're too busy sending Donald Trump your money. You are disgusting and dumb for sending Donald Trump your money. Buying those Bibles when you can get a Bible cheaper at the bookstore or order it online from Amazon. You're the fool.
Puerto Rican and Latino families who chose to start their lives in our state. They grew our economy, and every single day, their presence in our states and our country make us stronger and better.
That was Governor Tim Walz yesterday in Pennsylvania. With just 44 days until the election, the Harris-Walz campaign is aggressively reaching out to Latino voters. They kicked off Hispanic Heritage Month with a historic $3 million investment in Spanish language radio ads. And they are deploying prominent Latino leaders to cultural events within communities around the country. One of those leaders joins us now, Democratic Senator Ben Ray Lujan of New Mexico. Welcome, sir.
Senador, good morning to you. How fun to have you with us.
us, it is telling to me watching that video, Puerto Ricans are Americans, right? So they're not immigrants to this country. Many of your constituents in New Mexico, third, fourth, fifth generation Hispanics. And yet I think it is important for voters across this country to understand.
Y'all, I need to take a sip of water. Stay with me, okay?
Vis-a-vis immigration in a second term. I want you to take a listen to something that Vice
Giving them a
President
tongue
Harris
lashing has really tired me out. I hate to go there, but I will defend myself. You come in my chat being disrespectful.
Donald Trump and his extremist allies will keep trying to pull us backward. We all remember what they did to tear families apart. And now they have pledged to carry out the largest deportation, a mass deportation in American history. Imagine what that would look like and what that would be. How's that going to happen? Massive raids?
Please hit the like button. Thank you.
Massive detention camps? What are they talking about?
What are they talking about, Senator? Because when pushed on it, Donald Trump doesn't actually seem to know how to articulate this vision that is laid out in Project 2025.
Well, Alicia, good morning. Good to be with you, Simone and Michael, this morning. Look, I'm very worried about the impact to my Latino brothers and sisters all across America, including citizens of America, because they're going to be profiled. And when you have people like Stephen Miller and the ugly policies and those that President Trump decided to surround himself with, there's no question that there's going to be mass deportations if Donald Trump is reelected, and how he's going to round people up. It is terrifying. Going to schools, going to church, coming out of church, places where we should feel the safest is where Donald Trump and folks like Stephen Miller are going to target them. I am terrified to the treatment of people.
That is scary to me, that now the church, for even when he ran for president in 2016, the black churches and Latino churches were allowing Donald Trump to come in their church. You allow the Antichrist to come to your church? He uses and manipulates people of color. He does not care about us. Donald Trump does not care about people of color. Stop allowing this man to manipulate God's home, Jesus Christ's home. Black people, black pastors, because you love money so much, a vast majority are doing this. Hispanic churches, because a vast majority of you so worried about being a mega church or trying to grow to be a mega church, you are allowing that demon to come into in God's home. We got to stop doing this. Money is not everything. We all need money. And probably the people in the chat and myself, we are not rich, but we are surviving and striving. And we can continue doing it. But we do not have to bow down to the likes of Donald Trump. And it really bothers me that I saw pastors allowing that demonic spirit into the house of the Lord. It doesn't have to happen. Why support a man that you know is causing division in this country? Him and J.D. Vance don't give a S about the children of God. They don't care nothing about us. They are going to destroy this country. Trump already had 4 years to do damage, and he did $8.4 trillion of damage. He put us in over $8 trillion of deficit. He destroyed this country. I'm passionate about it because I want us to continue striving as a people, and we cannot keep going down that way. We're not going back. And then I know some of y'all going to say, well, what has Kamala Harris and Joe Biden done? They are cleaning up the mess that Donald Trump has done. They're, again, over an $8 trillion deficit. Donald Trump has us drowned in debt as a country. They are cleaning up his mess. That's what they're doing. They're trying to save this country. And Kamala Harris is the answer to it. Because if you give Donald Trump another 4 years, you might as well roll over in the grave or go in where he buried his wife and lay down with her. And just give up. But no, because my people, brown and black people, we are fighters. We're not going to give up. We just keep going. But again, y'all have had 400 and something years ahead of us. You should be in a better place. So stop having hate and hating on those Haitians riding around in a Lexus SUV because you feel you should have it because you're lighter skinned. Work for it. Because that's what Haitians do. Work for everything they have. They were brought to this country. They was brought to Springfield, Ohio from Haiti. And they work hard. Have love in your heart. Stop listening to Donald Trump. He is a sick-minded individual. He's a malignant narcissist. He doesn't care anything about you, Mega. He doesn't care about anybody in this country. He doesn't even care about himself, because if he did, he would have more love for this country. He wouldn't be putting the country in the predicament that he did. Thank you for coming on my live. Please hit the like button, please. Thank you. You are valued, all you beautiful kings and queens. Thank you. Let me read the chat. Jerome Newman, what about the other candidates, Jill Stein or Chase Oliver? I'm not concerned about that. I'm talking about, when I vote, you know what I do? I vote straight Democrat. So I don't have to be concerned about that. AC, thank you for the blue hearts. You are valued. You are loved. Thank you. Vera, amen. I'm passionate about this election. I am so serious about this election because everybody votes count. But I'm here on my live to help people vote the right way. Because voting for Donald Trump is not going to help you. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz is the answer. Donald Trump is the Antichrist, and you're voting for Satan if you're voting for Donald Trump. It's that simple. I'm not even going to argue with you no more. Vera said, I thought if you truly believed and loved God, why still spew hate towards others? That's mind-boggling. I know. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. They come on my chat with and spew all this hate and say ugly, hateful things, and they don't even know me. You know nothing about me. You had 400 years ahead of me, and I'm in a better situation than you are because God has favor on my life. I am somebody that grew up without parents. My mother left when I was a baby. My dad raised me till I was 12 years old and he died. I had a blind father, but he loved his children and he was a great provider. And because he worked for the city that I lived in, he was able to get his disability and Social Security for his children. And because of his death and my mother's death, I got 2 checks every month. But I still didn't get them because I had a greedy sister. But God has favor on my life. Even though I experienced so much hell as a child, I have favor on my life today. God is making up for the pain I went through. And you have 400 years ahead of me, and I'm still in a better position than you. Most black people are. The black women are the most educated in this country. Black women are the most business owners in this country. They start more business than anyone. Also, there was a black funding for black women to help us start business. What did a lot of white Americans do? They went against it and tried to stop it. And they did for a while. You did. Those are those Trump supporters. You're always trying to stop black and brown people from getting ahead. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Because I saw one of y'all say, y'all rebuke me. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Do not come to my chat no more. Don't come back. You are not needed. You would not be the reason I succeed. I will succeed because God has favor on my life. And because he has favor on my life, sometimes I get 30,000 and something views on my channel. I'm a winner. Kamala Harris is a winner. Tim Walz is a winner. Donald Trump is a loser. He lost the election in 2020 because Joe Biden had more electoral and popular than Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a loser, and anybody following him, your soul is lost. And I rebuke you coming in my chat with your BS. Now, I have been nice, and I come in my chat, and I call each and every last one of y'all kings and queens. And I always say, it doesn't matter who your candidate is. You are all kings and queens. But when you come for me with your evil, I'm going to chew you up and spit you out. And I'm going to take a car and roll over you like you're nothing. Like you are a rodent in the street. Now come in my chat and sit your ass down and enjoy the show.
Until the election, the Harris-Walz campaign is aggressively reaching
hit the
out
like
to
button.
Latino
Thank
voters.
you.
They kicked off Hispanic Heritage Month with a historic $3 million investment in Spanish language radio ads. And they are deploying prominent Latino leaders to cultural events within communities around the country. One of those leaders joins us now, Democratic Senator Ben Ray Lujan of New Mexico. Welcome, sir.
Senador, good morning to you. How fun to have you with us. It is telling to me watching that video, Puerto Ricans are Americans, right? So they're not immigrants to this country. Many of your constituents in New Mexico, third, fourth, fifth generation Hispanics. And yet I think it is important for voters across this country to understand what it is that Donald Trump is promising vis-a-vis immigration in a second term. I want you to take a listen to something that Vice President Harris had to say about Donald Trump's deportation plans. This is at the CHC.
Donald Trump and his extremist allies will keep trying to pull us backward. We all remember what they did to tear families apart. And now they have pledged to carry out the largest deportation, a mass deportation in American history. Imagine what that would look like and what that would be. How's that going to happen? Massive raids? Massive detention camps? What are they talking about?
What are they talking about, Senator? Because when pushed on it, Donald Trump doesn't actually seem to know how to articulate this vision that is laid out in Project 2025.
Well, Alicia, good morning. Good to be with you, Simone and Michael, this morning. Look, I'm very worried about the impact to my Latino brothers and sisters all across America, including citizens of America, because they're going to be profiled. And when you have people like Stephen Miller and the ugly policies and those that President Trump decided to surround himself with, there's no question that there's going to be mass deportations if Donald Trump is reelected, and how he's going to round people up. It is terrifying. Going to schools, going to church, coming out of church, places where we should feel the safest is where Donald Trump and folks like Stephen Miller are going to target them. I am terrified to the treatment of people under the former president. That's just one reason why he should not be reelected at all, and why we need to stand together and make sure that we elect Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz to be President of the United States and Vice President of the United States of America.
It's interesting where we are now and how this journey began. With Hispanic voters and the Democratic Party. I think there was a lot of conversation about that vote, very much like the African-American vote, being taken for granted, assumed by the Biden team at the time. And the numbers then were not very favorable. Donald Trump in his campaign were making inroads by leveling up fake sneakers and menthol cigarettes and employing all kinds of tricks.
When he's talking about the fake sneakers, he's talking about those fake red bottoms that Donald Trump is selling on his website. I think it's Truth Social or something like that. I'm not a fan of Donald Trump, so I don't know what it is. But anyway, he has those fake red bottoms that he's selling on his website. That's what he's talking about. Red bottoms should sue him. That's what they should do. He got enough lawsuits anyway.
To sort of capture the imagination. But now we're looking at polling of likely Hispanic voters from the New York Times, Siena College, showing a 55-41% edge for Kamala Harris's campaign. Talk about that shift in the attitude, because I suspect it's a little bit more than
55-41. Kamala Harris is taking Trump by his toupee, and she's dragging him. Trump supposed to be so powerful. He's behind in the polls. That's what's going on right now, and I'm loving it.
Is the messaging from the campaign resonating on the economy, on the job creation, appealing to that true, purely entrepreneurial spirit of the Hispanic community? How does that? How do you account for that change that we're seeing now in the numbers?
Well, Michael, you know the importance of reaching out to communities, to our Black brothers and sisters, our Brown brothers and sisters, Native American communities throughout the country. I saw you do it, and you were good.
You're a little too good.
A little too good. But what's important is that there's conversations from the beginning, not after voting begins, not after early voting begins, and making sure you connect. Number one, the Paris campaign and the Walls campaign are reaching out to communities, not just on television, on radio, with social media ads, but they're showing up in communities and having conversations. Surrogates as well are prioritizing Latino communities throughout the United States. Think Pennsylvania, Arizona, Nevada, where I've been, and I've seen it firsthand, number one. Number two, the shift in energy. Latino voters are a very young cohort. Yeah. And so I'm seeing a lot of energy from younger voters throughout America, especially with Latino voters as well. So when the Harris campaign is putting real money, and Julie Rodriguez
Hit the like button. Thank you.
in English and Spanish, and the way that I grew up, Michael, in Spanglish, where you use English and Spanish together, Alicia. I know you connect with that as well. But that's how I grew up, talking to my parents and my grandparents, and it was both languages that were used together beautifully. It was like a little poem. But connecting with voters and understanding they're not monolithic. You're speaking to voters with the voices and the Spanish that is theirs, that's from their community, and the heroes in each one of those communities that is rising up to share their own stories. And that's where I see this energy coming from. And while those numbers are improving, they're only getting better.
I think that's so important, an important point. Speaking, meeting people where they are, as I like to say, where they are, how they are, going to places where the people read, watch, and listen to, and talking about the issues that they care about. Like, to be very clear, UNIDO's, this is from a survey in early August, ranking the top 6 issues that elected officials should address that are important to Latino voters, Latino Hispanic voters. This is what that said: inflation, rising cost of living, jobs in the economy, the lack of affordable housing, healthcare, immigration and border security was number 5, crime and gun violence number 6. Oh, the Latino community, just like Black people, just like young people, they care about the economy.
Right. Amen.
Everything she just said, she read off, is everything that Kamala Harris has said what she's going to do. Housing.
Who would have thunk it? And it seems to me that the Harris campaign is doing a very good job of speaking to the issues that they know voters are concerned about, while also warning them of the dangers of what Donald Trump is talking about. I mean, the denaturalization, deportation, like, he is coming for people who are Americans. And they will have a legal way to do it. And if it is illegal, it doesn't matter, because the Supreme Court done said he can do whatever.
I'm going to tell y'all something he said. Donald Trump said that he's going to send people to Springfield, Ohio, to get rid of the immigrants, saying they're illegal. Those Haitians there are not illegal. They are citizens of this country. But because Donald Trump is illiterate, he doesn't know that. All he knows is Mar-a-Lago. He doesn't even want to get out and do rallies anymore. He'd rather stay and play golf.
Reaching out to Latino voters. They kicked off Hispanic Heritage Month with a historic $3 million investment in Spanish language radio ads. And they are deploying prominent Latino leaders to cultural events in communities around the country. One of those leaders joins us now, Democratic Senator Ben Ray Lujan of New Mexico. Welcome, sir.
Senador, good morning to you.
Okay, all it did is start over. Let's find something else.
It is telling to me.
And here's an Uncle Tom. I'm about to play a video. There's an Uncle Tom. And you all know what Uncle Tom is. A black man that suck up to a white man that don't give a S about him.
If we were talking about the circus, then we're not talking about everything else. Because there's a whole lot that he doesn't want.
He's a Nazi like Trump. He's a black Nazi.
I mean, he doesn't want us to talk about Kamala Harris inching ahead in the polls after beating him like a drum on the debate stage. Like the new national poll out just this morning from NBC News showing Harris leading Trump 49-44. Or the number in that same poll that shows her favorability rising more quickly than any politician since George W. Bush after 9/11. Or the one in that same poll that shows voters increasingly see her as the candidate of change. And he doesn't want us to talk about how he's too chicken to debate Harris again after she accepted an invitation from CNN just yesterday. He certainly doesn't want us to talk about his dangerous and unpopular opposition to abortion rights and the preventable deaths we are all learning about in Georgia. I mean, he literally posted this weekend in all caps, telling women that if he wins, quote, you will no longer be thinking about abortion. He was apparently so pleased with that ridiculous statement that he repeated it verbatim yesterday in North Carolina.
Women will be happy, healthy, confident, and free. You will no longer be thinking about abortion.
I mean, of course he doesn't want women thinking about the rights they have lost.
Hit the like button. Thank you.
Like this from Kamala Harris.
These hypocrites want to start talking about this is in the best interest of women and children. Well, where you been? Where you been when it comes to taking care of the women and children of America? Where you been? How dare they? How dare they?
To state perhaps the obvious, that is not a fight that Donald Trump can win. He also doesn't want us to talk about the overt effort from his supporters in key states to tamper with the election if they don't like the outcome. That's exactly what the Trump-friendly election board in Georgia did on Friday when they ordered the hand counting of ballots, a move that is likely to cause complete chaos and potentially delay the reporting of results in a very critical state.
I'm going to tell you why Donald Trump is having them do that. He is not the president, but Donald Trump has control over the Republican Party, which is now the MAGA Party. There's no longer a Republican Party. The reason he is doing that, making them count by hand, is because he wants it to go over the time because he has to go to court on November 26th. Donald Trump is trying to buy time. But I'm going to tell you how powerful God is. Everything you try to do to his people, it won't work. It won't work. Kamala Harris is our president for November 5th, 2024. No matter what Donald Trump tries, no weapon formed against her shall prosper. No weapon formed against America shall prosper. No weapon formed against us shall prosper in the name of Jesus. This curveball that Donald Trump has thrown, it's going to boomerang. Thank you, Jesus.
He doesn't want us to talk about how he's too chicken to debate Harris again after she accepted an invitation from CNN just yesterday. He certainly doesn't want us to talk about his dangerous and unpopular opposition to abortion rights and the preventable deaths we are all learning about in Georgia. I mean, he literally posted this weekend in all caps, telling women that if he wins, quote, you will no longer be thinking about abortion. He was apparently so pleased with that ridiculous statement that he repeated it verbatim yesterday in North Carolina.
Women will be happy, healthy, confident, and free. You will no longer be thinking about abortion.
I mean, of course he doesn't want women thinking about the rights they have lost. And he doesn't want women hearing things.
Hold on. Sorry.
I know you've won. You've dealt with these tactics before, so you're the perfect person to talk to about this. There are a couple of Republicans in the state of Georgia who have expressed concern about what could happen here. A lawyer for Brad Raffensperger, the state attorney general. Now, you know best if those are just words or if they'd actually take actions. If they wanted to prevent this from happening, what could they do?
Well, I think we need to see more action from the state officials here. And yes, I'm paying attention because, again, I've been through this history. But the fact that you have county officials, both Democrats and Republicans, saying that this is a mess, saying that we can't do what you're asking us to do, saying that this insisting on counting votes by hand is not only going to delay our ability to certify, but it certainly, the data shows it doesn't increase accuracy, it decreases accuracy. But look, I'm old enough to remember Florida in 2000. And
that is their goal, to decrease accuracy. Because what MAGA has at their plan is to destroy a lot of the Democratic votes. The ballots that are for Democrats, MAGA is working in the polls. Their goal is to destroy the black vote. That is our goal. Because in Georgia, the black vote is huge. In other states, the black vote is huge. Black people, get out and vote in numbers. Vote blue. It is imperative that you vote blue. Vote for what's best for you, not what's best for Donald Trump's rich and famous people that he's giving tax cuts to. Vote for blue because that's what's best for you, black and brown people, and whoever else in this chat. Vote blue.
National poll out just this morning from NBC News showing Harris leading Trump 49-44. Or the number in that same poll that shows her favorability rising more quickly than any politician since George W. Bush after 9/11. Or the one in that same poll that shows voters increasingly
Hit the like button,
see her
please.
as
Thank
the
you.
candidate of change. And he doesn't want us to talk about how he's too chicken to debate Harris again after she accepted an invitation from CNN just yesterday. He certainly doesn't want us to talk about his dangerous and unpopular opposition to abortion rights and the preventable deaths we are all learning about in Georgia. I mean, he literally posted this weekend in all caps, telling women that
I don't
if
know
he
why
wins,
that's repeating that because we do not want to hear that repeated. Hold on. You know what? We're going to go to something that's going to be a little bit more humorous because I really got serious up in here tonight because, like I stated, kindness go a long way. So when you come in my chat, you have a beautiful mind. It just brightens your day. Don't be a Donald Trump. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Hold on. Jerome said, none of them ever do anything for us. You was entertaining sexiness. Okay. Have great nights. Calm down and relax. Read. Open your eyes, my sister. My eyes are very open. You open your mind. Your eyes just doesn't have to be open. You open your mind because Donald Trump don't like you either. Vera, amen. Power to the people. Fight the power. Kamala Harris and 10 walls. Who gonna win? Kamala Harris and 10 walls. Who gonna win? A Kamala Harris and 10 walls. That's who gonna win. AC said it's heading to a penny stock. Yes, it is. Donald Trump, the Trump stock has went down so badly. His own stock is sinking as he's sinking. Woo. Okay, JG 1982. Kamala Harris won debate. Spanked Trump harder than Stormy Daniels. And you know she had him across her lap. He liked that dominatrix. Whatever you call it, he liked it. AC, Fannie Willis, Tish James. Yes, Letitia James. She got Trump in the headlock. Judge, Chuckin, and Kamala Harris, they got Donald Trump in the headlock and they ain't letting up. Her grip is stronger than my grip I had on that person tonight that was coming for me and I ripped them a new butthole. Yep. Introspective, Tony Soprano. Your mama sound deranged. And you're not Tony Soprano. You could never be. You're weak. Like your mama and your daddy that raised you should be sent back to the Caucasus Mountain and eat some more raw meat and eat each other. Vera said, I never got over how he handled the 19. Because the way he handled the 19, I couldn't work for months. If he would have handled it the proper way, a lot of jobs would have been saved. Thank you for the blue hearts, everyone. Let's see what's going on. What else is going on, okay? We're going to go talk about P. Diddy a little bit. Something we can laugh about because he has made an ass out of himself. That's what P. Diddy has done. And he wants special treatment. You're not getting it, P. Diddy. You're a predator. You're not getting it. You are an SA abuser. You're not getting any pity. I pity a fool that is you. Let's go to some Tisa Tales video and watch. And make sure y'all subscribe to Tisa Tales channel. She is live right now, so let's see what she's talking about. I love Tisa Tales.
These new chicken finger tacos. One smothered with creamy chipotle ranch.
I'm going to
and one's
mute
got
this video.
avocado
And then we'll start it back up, okay?
The job is to take the fall whenever the people wake up and they
subscribe to Tisa Tales. She's a powerful YouTuber. This is an amazing woman. A woman of color.
Face of the billionaire class. And it is time for you to do your job. would just take the fall for us. So again, I think both people things can be right. The powers that be probably won't go down with the Diddy case. I mean, I don't know. The revolution happens all the time. Maybe this is the straw that breaks the camel's back. Maybe. But most likely the true money, I mean the money that, and again, the money that moves economies, the money that moves nations, the money that makes the sun rise and come down. Not somebody that can flex on Instagram with a few Bentleys and some Ace of Spades and this and that. No shade to anyone because they got more money than me, but that's not real money, okay? That investment, the LVI, it's not real money. The real money probably won't go down for this, but I think we all need to wake up and realize these rappers, no matter
the real money is Clyde Davis. When she's saying the real money will not go down for this, she's talking about the people, the likes of Clyde Davis, because Diddy learned from him, but he's not responsible for Diddy's behavior. The things that Diddy has done to Cassie, to Dawn, Rashard, and many others, to Lil Rod, he's responsible for that. But certain behaviors are taught. But you have to make choices not to go out and do what others have done to you. He made a very bad choice to go emulate what has been done to him. Diddy is a menace to society. He needs to stay behind those bars. And I know everybody keeps saying, but what about his daughter? What about his victims? What about the ones that survived him? I hate that has happened to his daughters. I have love for his daughters. I have love for Kim Porter. I hate what has happened to those girls. But I also hate what has happened to those girls that he has taken advantage of, the youth, the grown adults that he took advantage of, men and women. Cassie was only 19. Dawn Richard, it was still considered a young lady. And he took advantage of her in so many ways. She was almost considering unaliving herself. He got those girls on DURGES. He did it to other people as well. He would video people and use it against them. You know why? Because he has no soul. He's a menace to society.
And I kept waiting. I'm actually going to say he hacked, right? He came up and said he was hacked, but we came up with some information that shows that Usher might not be forthcoming with that. Again, it's odd that all this stuff is happening all over the world.
Usher may be embarrassed because he was taken advantage of too.
I'm talking about lawsuits. Can you please make it private? I'm talking about around the world, record executives are resigning just like that. We're going to talk about that. We also got to talk about Nicki Minaj. If you guys don't know, last week Nicki Minaj went in on Jay-Z, and it looked like Kendrick Lamar. I said it back then. Nicki, you clearly got a problem with Jay-Z. And
I got a problem with Nicki. How you going to talk about Jay-Z when you married a predator? You married a pedo. That's who you married, a pedo. Nicki Minaj married a pedo, and you know what I mean, because you can't say the exact word on here. That's right, Vera. Nicki Minaj married a man that took advantage of a young lady. And he did time for it. He also did time for murking someone. So I would never listen to Nicki Minaj. Anything she has to say, I consider it some BS. Not that Jay-Z is innocent. I don't know what he has done. But Nicki Minaj has no place to talk about anyone. Look who you married, girl. And you knew who this man was. It wasn't that Nicki Minaj did not know who this man was. Look who you married.
You are silent. Cassie, somebody that you and your wife, Diddy and Cassie, were like this, hanging out. At least that's the way it looked. Doing all the stuff. You don't got ish to say. The video, you silent. But yet, you want to send the dogs out for when it comes to Nikki and send Steve Stout out to make a statement. Nikki had a point. We talked about stuff that happened 15 years when her husband was 15. Actually, he was 16, I believe, but who knows, right? I'm not getting into that. Not this video. Yeah, we want to talk about the stuff that happened with her husband years ago because it's a weird case. Why is he around? Why are you trying to turn that man into a sex symbol? But I digress. It's not my business. But if we are doing that, how is Jay-Z and all of Rock Nation uniting to address these charges about whether Nicki got his old money or not, when at the end of the day, y'all got ish. Y'all got shit to say, to quote Diddy, sorry for cursing, when it comes to Diddy. Again, the silence is loud.
This is a thing. Jay-Z may not be speaking up because he don't want to put himself in a situation where the feds come knocking at his door. So he may be being advised by his attorneys to not say anything. And a lot of people don't think about that. A lot of times you are told by your attorneys to not comment on something. And I think that's his best bet, is to keep quiet. Not that he's innocent, and I don't know what Jay-Z has done. But I don't believe Beyonce has anything to do with this mess. I do not believe so.
A strategic error. Because here's the thing. If you're silent, you got to be silent.
We're going to listen to somebody else's channel, okay? This is Big Memes. I call them Big Memes. This is Memes. Make it make sense.
This Diddy news is happening faster than most of us can.
I need to take a sip of water, y'all. Bear with me, okay?
Extremely fast. But I found some nuggets.
Oh, boy, I need to pour some water in there. Hold on.
Got a lot to get into.
Give me a moment.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense to me intellectually.
Hold on, let me...
God knows what else he was using. Allegedly ketamine, GHB, all that stuff. And then you don't turn the AC on. So people are probably damn near about to croak. Is basically what you're saying. That's what a freak off is like. A lot of nastiness and heat and liquor and drugs. Okay.
Well, and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you doing? And if you don't build up enough sweat, he'll just lather you with some baby oil.
Depends on the way you look at it. People start getting it gets kind of sexy.
That's enough foolishness for now. So I have been reviewing all these court documents, and we're gonna go into this one.
Please follow Make It Make Sense page, Memes page.
Oh.
Subscribe to his channel and watch his
This is why
videos.
the feds aren't scared. We're gonna go probably about 3 or 4 of these pages, but this one is important. It says, so finally, just a note on the strength of the government's evidence, which is another factor that the court may consider in its decision. The government has spoken to over 50 witnesses, many of whom have personally witnessed the defendant's abuse or seen signs of it. The government has sworn out multiple search warrants for cloud accounts, for electronic devices, and for the defendant's person and premises. The government has received voluntary productions of electronic evidence from co-conspirators. Let me read that again. The government has sworn out multiple search warrants for cloud accounts, for electronic devices, and for the defendant's person and premises. The government has received voluntary productions of electronic evidence from co-conspirators. In layman's terms, y'all, his own people are ratting him out.
Let me tell you something. If I was involved with something like this, if I knew somebody like Diddy that did these things, and I know that I'm part of his inner circle, and eventually the feds are gonna come for me, I will contact them too, because I'm not going to prison nor jail for anyone, because you can become conspiracy to it or accessory to it. I wouldn't be involved in this mess, but I would contact the feds before they would contact me. And that's what Young Miami need to do. But I think the feds have contacted her. I think she just didn't tell Diddy Bob. She didn't. If she have any good sense, she would have bumped those gums. Because you don't want to get caught up and you going to jail or prison for his bull crap.
And you respond to that, but not everything else. To me, that says you are acutely aware of what people are saying about you. That's a problem. You're only responding to the hack stuff, nothing else. We've never heard you say anything about what happened with Justin Bieber. Okay. It's just kind of weird. It's weird that that's what you're choosing to present. This is what you're choosing to respond to. Nobody cares about your account getting hacked. The hell is wrong with Usher? You know, we always start
selfish.
the show off with foolishness, and I think this.
And I think he's afraid as well because he's a victim.
Point. Diddy actually used to hide in plain sight. He explained exactly what went on in his freak offs.
Now, we need alcohols. Right. Alcohols. Right. Not just one alcohol. Alcohols. Right. Just different blend. You need the ladies, you need the booze. You need some water. For watering plants?
No. So we know, allegedly, you do have multiple alcohols. Some for men and some for women, but we won't get into that.
No, I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like a lot of ladies.
Mills just made a valuable point.
You know, so you have, if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave. Right. Gotta keep them there. Right. You need locks on the doors. Yeah.
What do you mean by that? He have alcohol, some for men, some for women. Diddy would have alcohols for him and his people, and alcohols they would put substances in to make the women more loose. You know what I mean? It's certain things I can't say here on YouTube, but it would make the women, sometimes they be loopy and they're out of their minds, don't know what's going on because he put certain substances in their drinks. They wouldn't drink out of the same thing they would give the women. And they would take advantage of the women. They were being filmed without their knowledge. And what Diddy would do, he would blackmail men and women. And it is being said that he actually would blackmail people of politicians and of higher rank than him to get them to do things he wanted done. That's who P. Diddy is.
Okay. Now, locks on the doors. You need locks on the doors.
Thank you for hitting the like button. Those of you who have not hit like, hit the like button. Thank you.
Yeah, rock with me, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning. No. Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects everybody gets a little bit more comfortable.
So we have pink Coke, X, God knows what else he was using, allegedly ketamine, GHB, all that stuff, and then you don't turn the AC on. So people are probably damn near about to croak, is basically what you're saying. That's what a freak off is like. A lot of nastiness and heat and liquor and drugs. Okay.
Well, and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you doing?
And if you don't build up enough sweat, he'll just lather you with some baby oil.
Depends on the way you look at it.
Depends. Oh, people start getting gets kind of sexy. Okay.
Let me find something because Diddy disgusts me. I can't stand that man. I don't like him. I don't like anything about him. Hold on, y'all. One moment.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys
Subscribe to
doing today?
Tisa Tales.
Happy Sunday,
She is
and
one of the
happy
best
day. What
YouTubers
is it?
ever.
Diddy going down soon. You guys, if you don't know, there has been so many rumors going around the internet that when Diddy goes down, he's taking half the music industry. But baby, did you know he also might be taking some Kardashians down? Or at least, who was it? Kris Jenner's most favorite lover. The silk satin shocker himself. Mr. If you believe Kanye West, CIA himself. Mr. Corey Gamble. Now, before you roll your eyes, because I did too, right? I did a little deep dive, and I was like, why are the people in the know kind of saying that the Kardashians might be involved? When I first heard that, I was like, okay, maybe that's because they roll with Diddy hard, and up to 24 hours before they got raided, Kim was like this. We also know the Kardashians had long been rumored to be with some shady people. But what if the shadiest person of all was the mofo in pink satin pajamas, posted up, hugged up, waiting, the biggest basketball wife of them all, hugged up with his boo, Tristan, Corey, the pink satin pajama Gamble, shucking and jiving, doing the thing. I know that's what y'all think Corey Gamble does all day. At least that's what I think, right? But Kris Jenner's favorite purse holder might not just be her flunky. It might have been a strategic connection that the Kardashians and Kris Jenner purposely, shrewdly used to position themselves deeper in the world of, I don't know, I want to say shady, but I'm going to let TikTok do the talking. You guys, listen to these TikToks. They did a lot of deep dives. Meet me after the jump and let me know what you think. But his connection to Diddy, his connection to the shady music industry, his connection to Justin Bieber, he was there the day Kim Porter was found deceased. You guys, it gets deep. Please watch this whole video. Meet me after the jump and then let me know what you think. All right. Also, I'm going to be going live later on tonight because, baby, remember I promised y'all some Jonathan Oddie news? Baby, I got some Jonathan Oddie news. Okay, if you don't know who Jonathan Oddie is, check out the playlist. Okay, with no further ado, let's go.
Subscribe to Tisa Tales, please.
Formed my thoughts on this topic yet.
Subscribe to Tisa Tales. She's an amazing
Someone
YouTuber.
who we are going to see talked about more in the circumstances, in the circles of P. Diddy is Corey Gamble. I have a feeling this man, Corey Gamble, is going to be part of the industry fallout that is happening right now. Corey Gamble was so close with Kim Porter, so close to the point that he has said that he helped raise P. Diddy's children. Kris Jenner and the Kardashians have had a very long friendship with P. Diddy, and we know by now Kim Kardashian unfollowed P. Diddy 24 hours before his home was raided. Corey Gamble also has a very close friendship with figures such as Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like I said, very, very close to Kim Porter, but he stayed close to P. Diddy after Kim Porter passed away. I cannot put my finger on it. It has always been so weird that Corey Gamble kind of has like seemingly come out of nowhere while having extensive ties to the music industry for so many years, but he's really just known as Kris Jenner's boyfriend. He was or is Justin Bieber's co-manager. He was when he was working with Scooter Braun, so I don't know if he still co-manages Justin Bieber now that Justin Bieber has cut ties with Scooter Braun. But Corey Gamble and Diddy go way, way, way back. Like, I do not know how to explain it, but this photo and
Y'all,
this photo give.
I'm curious to know, is Corey Gamble on any of those freak off tapes? Because he was always traveling with Diddy on his jet, private jet. Would Corey Gamble be on one of those freak off tapes or some of them? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm curious.
The exact same vibes. I don't know what it is, but I predict something is going to come out about Corey Gamble. And this is just my opinion, but I don't think that him and Kris Jenner are in a real relationship, but I could be wrong about that. I'm going to keep digging into this because there's something here. He's playing way under the radar. The Kardashians and Jenners are trying to separate from Diddy, but their history remains. So we'll be back to talk about this further. How am I just now finding out that not only was Corey Gamble extremely close to Kim Porter and Diddy, he was there. He was there. When the
You all, it has been said when Kim Porter was unalive that Corey Gamble was there. Him and Diddy was there. It was said that, I'm going to let her tell you, but that is something to think about.
Kardashians might be involved. When I first heard that, I was like, okay, maybe that's because they roll with Diddy hard and up
Hold
to
on.
24 hours before they got
Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. That air condition got my nose bothering my eye.
Still co-manages Justin Bieber now that Justin Bieber has cut ties with Scooter Braun. But Corey Gamble and Diddy go way, way, way back. Like, I do not know how to explain it, but this photo and this photo give off the exact same vibes.
Same energy.
I don't know what it is, but I predict something is going to come out about Corey Gamble. And this is just my opinion, but I don't think that him and Kris Jenner are in a real relationship, but I could be wrong about that. I'm going to keep digging into this.
I don't think she's wrong.
There's something
I agree.
here that's playing way under the radar. The Kardashians and Jenners are trying to separate from Diddy, but their history remains. So we'll be back to talk about this further. How am I just now finding out that not only was Corey Gamble extremely close to Kim Porter and Diddy, he was there. He was there when the coroners arrived to Kim Porter's house after 911 was called. Am I crazy? That's Corey Gamble, 100%. Not in the blue, the one right behind him. Like, I don't even have a theory. I'm just confused. And we're going to talk about this in the deep dive, but Kim Porter, when she passed away, there was obviously discrepancies in police reports versus coroner reports. Another thing we know for a fact is P. Diddy had her entire home wired with audio listening devices and video cameras. Was her passing caught on camera? Does Diddy have footage of Kim Porter passing away? I have always wondered that. I also found Corey's old Twitter account, and it didn't give me a lot of really anything other than a few cringy photos. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C. I just don't get it. How has this man been everywhere, have connections with everyone, but he is really only known as
It's telling me my battery is low on this. I need to charge. I haven't charged this thing in days. But anyway, I agree with her. Something is not right. Hold on, you guys. Oh, my nose is running. Sorry. Something is not right about Corey Gamble. He just showed up. But before he was coming around Kris Jenner and her girls, he was hanging out with Diddy on the private jet with Diddy. Inquiring minds want to know, are there any Corey Gamble freak-off tapes? Those wide hips, I would not want to see. Feds, we don't want to see that. So if you got it, keep it. Like they released the, where it was said that they released the Cassie and Diddy's video at the hotel when he was abusing her. That was heartaching to watch. But I do not want to see a Corey Gamble video. I just don't. I don't know what's going on with him and Kris Jenner. I don't want to see it. Let it be. That's all I can say. Let it be. Let it be. I'm going to read some of y'all comments. Vera said, oh my. What were you talking about, Vera? Tell me what you're talking about when you say, oh my. Tell me what you're talking about, Vera, Queen Vera. Because I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you're talking about when Tis was talking about Corey and all that in the Kris Jenner family, the Kardashians. Is that what you're talking about? Because it has been said that allegedly that Kim Kardashian did he have her on tape. It doesn't surprise me, especially not Kim K. It doesn't surprise me at all. It's crazy. It is. But I'm going to tell you something. When it comes to P. Diddy, I believe everything that is being said about P. Diddy. I won't lie. I believe it. I do. He can sit in that jail cell and pretend he may just take himself out, go bye-bye. We're not buying it. Him and his attorney don't put this thing together to make it seem like he's going to take himself out so he can go home because his attorney want him to go home until the trial. But both judges said no bail for you, P. Diddy. No bail. So whatever tricks he got on his sleeves is not going to work. Diddy, you are not getting out. Pray to Jesus, and you still ain't getting out. Because the thing is, Jesus doesn't hear a reprobated mind. at all. He does not. They said Jesus and God hears a sinner's prayer. That part is true. But a reprobated mind, that's beyond sin and more. He does not hear your prayer. So I don't know what Diddy gonna do, because God is not a listening ear to him right now. But maybe he will be so forgiving that he will forgive him anyway. Because they say God forgive us all for anything. But y'all, the things that P. Diddy has done, allegedly he has murked people, taken advantage of children, allegedly, abused people on so many different levels, of giving them DURGS without their permission, not that they wanted it. He will blackmail people, ex-trafficking, racketeering. He's done so much. He's not a man of God. He's just like Donald Trump. When you see Donald Trump, you see P. Diddy. There are two people that are exactly the same. They are both reprobated minds. They are both, to me, the Antichrist. If you look at Diddy's eyebrows, it's like two horns. Look at his eyebrows. Go look at a picture of Diddy. His eyebrows go up like horns. So I think when he in his worst mode of evil, I can guarantee you when he was whipping up on Cassie, which I did not like that, I can guarantee you that those things just pointed out more and more. Because in that video, he was just in a state of so much evil. Everything about his being was evil. This man is deranged. He needs to stay where he is. I don't care what his attorney have up his sleeves. They do not need to let P. Diddy out, ever. And I can understand his baby girls missing him. But I don't care about that. He doesn't bring life into this world. He brings sin and hate, just like Donald Trump. They are a danger to this country. And when you are a danger to this country, you need to stay where you are, Diddy. You're a menace to the world. Not only was he abusing people in this country, he was bringing people from other countries and abusing them as well. DURGing them up, too. Mistreating them. Abusing them. Videoing them. Selling on the black market, allegedly. Because I have heard that the music industry is not making the money that it used to. And they're saying how they're making money now is ex-trafficking and selling those videos on the black market. They said the black market is very, very valuable. I don't know. I don't want no parts of it. None. But I can believe it. I wouldn't be surprised that a lot of these politicians, which is said by his bodyguard, he even had politicians on video. And Kim Porter had wrote in her book, her new book, that Diddy had videos of all types of people. All types of people, videos. And I can believe it. I don't doubt it. What do we expect from a reprobated mind like Diddy? To take advantage of everybody. He was blackmailing people. He was still blackmailing people until he was locked up. This is Kim Porter's book. And it is said to be a bestseller. Get her book, you guys. It's called Kim's Lost Words. A couple of the bloggers here on YouTube have read some of it out. Some of the book. Y'all, they read a couple of pages. It is so good. And people keep saying why they don't think Kim wrote those words. I do. I believe that she wrote those words. I felt her pain through the words. Diddy had her doing all kind of sick things. But she even stated that she liked some of the things that she was doing, but she did not like when he asked her to put on a strap on and please him. I do not want a man that want me to do that. How can you love me and you want me to treat you like a woman? I would refuse to have done that. She hated it. She told him she didn't want to do it anymore, to go get his lover, Clyde Davis, to do it. Allegedly, that was his lover. I don't know for fact. But they said that's who Diddy learned those behaviors from. Yes, Lord have mercy. You're right. But that is her book. The book is something that will have you like, oh my God, this man is a monster. That's what Diddy is, a monster. He's a monster. That's exactly what Diddy is. Well, maybe that ain't coming up yet. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. She said, this disturbing truth about Diddy and celebrities who may go down with him. Let's see. For some reason, it just keeps spinning and spinning. Maybe because it's about to go dead, but let's see. Will it play?
I'm going to be talking about, number one, there are a number of celebrities that have been named in the complaint, but also there are others who have been associated with
Follow
Diddy,
Wisdom's daughter. I love this queen. Follow Wisdom's daughter. Subscribe to Wisdom's daughter. I love Queen Wisdom.
Charged with some crimes. Shout out to Tia Minor in the building. Listen, Diddy had a factory worth of baby oil. And the interesting thing is,
a factory worth baby oil and dildos, y'all. Diddy is sick.
Baby oil that he has. But we're gonna get into the people connected to him, because the truth of the matter is Diddy could not have done this by himself, right? He had to have a handler. We're going to talk about who that person is, what that person did. As you guys come into the room again, make sure you hit the like button.
Subscribe to her channel. My iPad is going dead because I have not charged it in days, and I'd be on here using it, you know, to help with my commentary. But you guys go to Wisdom Daughter's channel, subscribe, and watch that video because she's live right now. So you guys, we talked about Queen Kamala Harris, and they showed that she's winning in the polls. She's gonna win. I pray to our Father God that she does. She's gonna win. Have faith and believe, and that God will have favor over her and Tim Walz, because I have faith and favor that they will win. So we talked about that. They showed the comparison of her rallies just being packed out. Donald Trump, his rallies, people be leaving because they are so bored with Donald Trump up there talking about Hannibal and all the nonsense, and talking about windmills causing cancer. None of it makes sense. We talked about J.D. Vance, Laura Loomer, which I call LL. She's helping to bring down Donald Trump, and he does not realize it. Laura Loomer is sent there for a purpose to bring down Donald Trump. She thinks that, okay, then, you know, I'm going to just do this. But she don't know she's being played. She know because she's part of it as well. But anyway, she thinking, oh, my God, I got to get on my knees for somebody that was president. Laura Loomer, you're dumb. And that's why you lost each time you ran for Congress. Donald Trump and her did a campaign together for 2020, and they both lost in 2020, terribly lost. Laura Loomer is a loser. What do we expect for him? He's a loser too. So I'm looking forward to this election, November 5th. I will be voting early next week, and I'm going to be praying to our Father God that these mega people will not win. It won't work. It won't work. In God's name, it will not work. Counting these ballots by hand is some crap. Georgia is a Republican state and is about to turn blue. Stacey Abrams helped it turn blue for Joe Biden. Vote blue. Vote for what's best for you. Voting blue is the key to our success in this economy. It will help us build back up from what Donald Trump has done, put this country in an $8 trillion deficit. Voting for Donald Trump is like hating your own self, because he already hates you, brown and black people. Donald Trump wants this country to be successful for only people that's his color. He does not want to see us win, but we're going to win because we are victorious through God. So that's why we continue to win. We're going to win because Kamala Harris and Tim Walz will win. Let's pray against what they're trying to do to our vote. They are trying to stop our vote. They have been doing that to us black and brown people for years, especially black people. It won't work. It won't work. In the name of Jesus, it will not work. We are victorious in Jesus' name. It won't work. It won't work. Because of Jesus and God, I smile. Because of Jesus and God, Kamala Harris smiles. Because of Jesus and God, she laughs, and they call her a hackling hyena. Well, keep being a hackling hyena because she's happy. She's happy because she has a husband that loves her. Donald Trump doesn't have that. He doesn't have a wife that loves him. So he's out to make everybody else miserable because he's living in a marriage that is miserable. He's living in a marriage where his wife is not pleasing him. That he falls short to the likes of Laura Loomer. I smile because of God. I smile because his will be done November the 5th. He will not allow Government Kemp and his people and Donald Trump's mega maggots to destroy this country. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, in the name of Jesus, they have this in the bag. In your name, I pray, Heavenly Father. I pray for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. I pray for everyone in this country, God. I pray for victory. In your name, I pray for Kamala Harris. She is the President of the United States. Kamala Harris is the President November 5th, 2024. In God's name, I believe and I pray. Heavenly Father, I pray. Thank you, God. Y'all, we got to be praying for our country. We must pray for our country. We are a country of winners. We are a country and a people of fight. And Kamala Harris said, when we fight, we win. We are victorious in the name of God and in Jesus' name. We are victorious. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are victorious in the name of Jesus. When we fight, we win. Thank you all for coming to my live. Thank you, God. God, I ask and pray that you forgive me for falling short and going to the level that I did not want to go tonight, God. But because the fighter in me, I fight. Work on me, Lord. In your name I pray. You all, thank you for coming to my chat. We are victorious people. We are people of joy and happiness and love. And that's who Tim Walz and Kamala Harris, they are happiness and love. In their rallies, they put out joy and love. And that's why you see the people at the rallies celebrating, dancing, and moving. They're happy. Donald Trump doesn't understand that because he doesn't have the love of God inside of him. When you got the love of God inside of you, you are happy. You are victoriously happy. God lives in me. He lives in all of us. And the ones that have hate in their heart, you was born into this world with love, but you were taught hate, so you put out hate. That's not of God. And what I learned too, we're not all serving the same God. That's something I have to realize. But I pray that God enters your heart, pour love into your soul, so you can come out of that place of hate and be walking in love, in the love of God. Vote blue November 5th. And if you're voting early, go to my community page of Queen Lily, my community page. And it has what, how to register for each state. It is imperative if you're not registered to get registered and vote blue. No matter what is going on, I will still get on this channel. And some people ask me, how do you get on there every night? And the people are badgering you, harassing you, threatening to come to your home and do something to you. Because of the love of God and the fight that my Father God has put into me, I can come on here because I'm not afraid. Mega want to put fear in me, but it's not happening. It will not work. You will not be victorious. I am victorious on my channel because of the love of God. He gives me fight because when we fight, we win. Thank you all. I love you all. I love you all. Thank you for coming to my chat. Let's pray for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Put in a big prayer tonight. We got to pray for them every day, even on the day of the election, even days after November 5th, because Donald Trump and his mega maggots, they think they have plans, but they're not victorious. They're not bigger than God. God is bigger than all of us. God is victorious in everything. He speak over it will happen. They will not destroy this country anymore. This is God's land. It is not the white man's land. It is not the Republicans' land. It is God's land. Before the white man from Europe came here, it belonged to the people that was here already, which were originally called Indians. They called them red people. And some of them were black. But they didn't have the name black here at first, because some blacks were Indians here. And some of us were brought from Africa. Stop having the hate of your ancestors and dig deep in your heart for the love of God, because God lives in all of us. Dig deep for the love of God and vote blue. I'm very passionate about this election, so you can see the emotions of me, and I don't care about sharing those emotions with you all through the screen. Because when we fight, we win. Y'all, thank you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. It means so much to have your love and support. You have no idea how grateful I am that y'all come to my channel. You have no idea how grateful I am to everyone that continue to come here and support me. Yes, I started out the night with, 200 some people or more. And when I talk about that candidate and I do not let them be victorious and trying to run me off this YouTube, they start to run. But even if they run, God keep blessing me. He keep blessing me. Thank you, Jesus. No matter it's just 7 people in here, I start out with more. And more people going to watch my channel that I'm going to have thousands of views, because I always do. Because I don't depend on these people that come here and badger me, harass me, threaten me. Because I have the love of God over my life and favor over my life, that when I shut down this channel, when I shut down this video, this live, more people come watch, because God has favor on my life. He has favor on my life. Thank you, y'all. Have a beautiful night. Thank you so much. God bless. Bye.